Okay, welcome to the BCTS map template demo. What we'll be doing today is creating a map template using LRM, and the objective is to create a nice template that we can use and introduce our own data to that template and see it spatially. Other demos after this will be dynamic text and setting up our toolbars and other good stuff like that. This is set up in our the Trimble internal environment, and we'll go ahead and create a template. What we'll need to do first is to see some, in this case I'll be looking at cup blocks. I'll be looking at a cup block here, and I will open up the spatial view. And you can see our cup block there. Cup block shape is in the table of contents, and we will send that, send the spatial view contents to ArcMap. And from there, we'll create our template. So this will send the data that we could see in LRM into a blank ArcMap session, and then we'll build a template around that. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that you have the correct toolbars set up. So what I'm going to quickly do is, well, I would have had to add certain toolbars if they weren't already there, so that's a good start. What I'm going to do is make sure that the view is set to layout view. This allows us to then play around with certain features in the template. So what I'm going to do is cheat slightly and create a stock template that will give us information like the legend, the north arrow, and the scale bar and coordinate system. So as you can see here, we've got all of this set up quite nicely. Just surrounds the feature and gives it a little information that we can use. So what I'm going to do is add some other data to give it some more reference. So in this case, we're going to add some more managed data. So say the roads. And what other things we can do is bring in other background data too, such as streams and water bodies and things like that. So in this case, I'll just bring in streams. And if we select a little label next to our feature class, then we can have that display in the legend. So I'm just going to call this cup block. You can see in the legend at the bottom left hand corner that it changes as I set it up. And I'll change the symbol for the roads to something a bit more sensible, like a street there. So as you can see, we have some dynamic text. So in this case, we have a coordinate system set up, grabbing the coordinate references from the new group layer here. So what we need to do is make sure that the coordinate system is set to set for something that we can use. It's already set up to reference our cup block shape, which is in North American albers. What else we can do is set the name of this template is set up dynamically as well for the group layer there. So we can call it something like map. See, it changes at the top of the template there. Other things we can do is change the scale bar, something that we would rather use like kilometers, and we can also change the grid of the cut block map using minutes instead of degrees, which would make more sense to the maps that we're going to be creating. There we go, we've got a nice grid with the markings for degrees, minutes in there. So what else we can do is set the cut block labels. If in this situation we'll set the cut block sequence number and have that slightly larger to be displayed, so when we create our templates we'll get some features labeled. Okay, so what I'm going to do is save our template. I'm also going to create a thumbnail that we can use later in LRM. Applying that and saving. So there's our template. Now we can go back to LRM and set up the map template in Map Manager. This takes a few seconds to launch, and it will give us options that we'll use later on for our demonstration. I'll show you how to use these further on in the demo. So here's where we can set up our maps. What we're going to do is add our new map. So we're just going to give it a sensible name, put it in the folder that's set up, select our path to the map that we created, which was the BCTS cut block demo. What we can do is set up a page size. So the template that we currently have is 8.5 by 11. Map scale won't really matter in this case because we'll be using mappable features. The dynamic content we can choose to select, so it will highlight any information that we bring in from LRM. What I'm going to do is add that. Now, if we close that, you can see that cut block demo has been added to the folder, and then our thumbnail is also added and visible there, so we can see what type of template we have. So what I'm going to do is zoom to the extent of the feature. So that's the template setup, and we can that's all set up in Map Manager. So what I'm going to do next is select a feature and then map to that using our new setup. So here's an example. In my working set, I've got a feature there. So there it is. What I'm going to do is now send this feature to Map Manager. What I'm going to do next is select that as the selectable feature for our template. See, so the map extent will be selected by the mappable feature, which we have selected already. My working set's gone. Damn. Oh, man. So I've added a cut block shape to my working set, and then I will send that to Map Manager. So as it opens, it's going to be reading through the information, and then I can also select that once I've opened up Map Manager, or change my options from any part of the managed layers that we have set up. So here's the map extent. It's going to be by mappable feature that we're going to select in the next window. Here we've selected the cut block shape as the feature that we want to map to. In my working set, I have the shape in the background set up already. So if I click next, we'll be able to select the cut block demo that we've created, demo template that we've created, and make sure that the extent is how we want it. So in this case, it'll zoom out 50%. Select next, and we'll be able to either send it to the printer or export to a file. What we can set here is the file type, so there's many different options. Output, that makes sense to me. Put it on my desktop. DPI, we can change that. We can convert the marker symbols to polygons and include a template prefix for the naming convention. So if I hit next, I'm able to review the summary of our map, all the different information, and we can also preview the selected, which will fire up ArcMap showing us our template and the cut block feature that we've highlighted. So if I just move this out the way, you can see the highlighted feature and all the different information that we wanted displayed in our map. So I can finish, which will then create a PDF on my desktop, and once I minimize my windows, I can then see the cut block map created by LRM. So that kind of sums up what we can do with the basics of LRM template creation. There'll be other videos coming along, how to add dynamic text, like I mentioned at the start of the video, and we'll be able to go through other information through LRM as well. Thanks for watching.